Hello, I am here with our good friend Toxiquid. Toxiquid has some amazing stuff going on, stuff that I'm really excited to talk about. How you doing, Toxiquid?
Hello, how's it going?
Now, real quick, because I know that this is not a Four Artists video, and it's the only time that I think you and I have spoken outside of one.
Probably in voice call.
Yeah.
But we've texted a few times.
Mm-hmm.
So.
What do you prefer that is Toxie okay? I've heard people call you Toxie.
That's fine.
Or Cool, great.
I could not give less of a shit what people call me. Genuinely.
So this is Brian.
Okay. There is one thing.
Which,
no.
I'll put a disclaimer in the video. Brian is not Toxiquid's name. Don't look at it. I threw a random name out.
Yeah, you don't know my name, do you?
I don't, and you don't know mine.
Good.
So
we'll just mutually shake it, like just handshake.
And that's how you know we're friends.
Yep.
I don't know your name. You don't know mine. Friends.
Yep. It's just like guy friends who know each other for like 10, 15 years and don't know each other's like birthdays or anything like that.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same type of vibe.
Absolutely. Like, you'll hang out with your buddy for like 3 hours. You come home and it's like, what'd you guys talk about? I don't know.
Yeah.
I recently went to a friend's house and we watched the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Coming Out of Our Shell live studio performance of their like musical.
Oh,
and it was like 2 hours long. It's the worst media online. And,
really?
Well, my friend says, wow, look at how few views this has. And I mentioned, I put a video out 2 days ago that has more views than this.
Yeah.
But so glad that you're here. I think first question, I grabbed this one because I was like, Toxiquid I think is the perfect person to ask and talk about
hit
this.
Me.
What are your thoughts on the 21 research monkeys who escaped transportation following a highway crash in Mississippi yesterday?
So I wish that the monkeys are okay. Let me just recheck.
I think they're all infected with hepatitis C.
Are they all? Poor bastards. I'm looking at just like Google right now. A truckload of aggressive research monkeys escape after car crash. Honestly, you know what? Like 3 monkeys on the loose following Mississippi car crash. Escape monkeys destroyed after Mississippi police. Oh, that I don't want to read that.
I will say it's 3 monkeys because they caught 18 of them.
There's 18 total
there
monkeys?
There were 21 total monkeys jumping on the bed. 18 were captured by the authorities.
They all fell off and bonked their head.
And 3 are still on the loose.
Honestly, I hope they just live out their merry lives. I see, like, if they find like a forever home, whether that's with the government or otherwise.
Can you imagine living your entire life pretty much in like a research lab and then out of nowhere suddenly being introduced to the concept of highway?
Isn't that like The Truman Show? Like the entire plot of like The Truman Show or like Homelander in The Boys?
I'm going to cut all of this.
Absolutely.
And it's going to be, what do you think about this situation with the monkeys? And it's going to come straight to, isn't this The Truman Show?
As you should. As you should.
No non sequitur, just moving straight in. Just. What do you think about the monkeys?
Yeah.
The Truman Show starring Jim Carrey.
Yes. I mean, I could do more of that if you'd like. That's not difficult for me to do at all. Just make this the most unusable podcast episode of the year.
Just, what do you think of this situation specifically? Oh, this is just like XYZ, and just throws something like, what do you think about the 21 monkeys?
How do you feel about the 21 monkeys Fortnite Battle Pass? That shit's just like the Battle Pass.
I invite Toxie here, and all he's trying to do is generate sound bites.
Yeah, pretty much. I've been told that I am unironically good at rage baiting. I don't know how I feel about that. I don't like rage baiting.
I think it's a talent. I think it's a talent.
Damn.
Gaslight Master General.
I guess so.
It's one of my favorite things. Whenever I'm on like alive and things get slow, I'll just say something totally random, like gaslight my audience, and the chat goes nuts, and I'm like, yes, engagement.
I think you're doing that wrong.
Am I?
I think you're engaging your audience incorrectly. I don't know.
No, because I mean,
what do I know, right?
I'm like, hey, I did, like, what is it? Like, I'll say something totally ridiculous for my audience, where I'll say something like, yeah, I love Pokemon, I do all this stuff. I've never actually played one of the games. I hope that they're good and that I'm not, doing so. And I'll watch the chat go nuts, and I'm like watching the algorithm pick it up. I'm like, yes, go. Go. And they're like, you're a faker. You're not real. How dare you? That's not true. You've played the games. And I'm like, yes.
At a certain point, you're just a psyop. You're just
No, go on.
Yeah.
At a certain point, we're all research monkeys lost on the highway.
I wonder if one of those monkeys will write Shakespeare.
What if it was? What if it was the first one, where it's like, hey, 1 in like a billion? It's like, hey, we cracked it on the first one. I love that. I love that for them. I also hope that they're living their best life.
As they should.
They crashed right outside of a banana plantation and haven't been seen since. But my real first question for you, 8 minutes in, is... Wait,
that wasn't it?
My second question for you, let me rephrase.
Oh, okay.
Tell me a little bit about the origin of your channel. I always feel like it's such an interesting conversation to have with people where it's like, where did you start? Like, what was the driving force that led to the point of, and now I'm going to start a YouTube channel, which for you was, 7 years ago?
Oh, God, yeah.
So
dude,
old.
No, it's funny because, like, this is the longest thing that I've probably committed to, and I'm barely even committing to that. I'm barely even committing to that because, like, at this point for the past, like, 3-4 years, I've uploaded, like, twice a year? I'm not a YouTuber. I actually abhor that label for me. Mm-hmm. I'm just a guy who makes shit,
Yeah.
And then apparently rage bait. So, the origins of the channel. Well, so
let's say the origins of you as a creator and posting your stuff, becoming a public entity.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess you could really just say for the longest time, I was always like the art kid. I have a big family. I was always the art kid. At my school, I was always the art kid. And, like, for instance, like, I would always make stuff like, Fake-a-mon. Like, that was, like, I was doing that before it was, like, a mainstream thing in the community. Uh-huh. Like, I did it when there was, like, maybe, like, 3 online instances of it, like 3 popular online instances. But I was just like, oh, what if there was like I remember, I very vividly remember my first one. It was, what was it called? Gekko. It was like a fire starter. It was like which is so funny because I just don't like the fire type.
Oh man. Oh man. Welcome. Yeah. So glad to have you.
Yeah. Listen, I'm very particular, but in addition to that, I would make like my friends as Pokemon based off of like, oh, what's their favorite animal? What do I associate them with? What's their types? And so on and so forth. And I would do that on like a notebook paper in like middle school. And it kind of expanded from there. Like my friends and I were into this mobile game called Clash Royale.
Yeah, never heard of it.
Honestly, you're kind of missing out. That game was peak. I'm gonna re-download it after this
the
recording.
The moment that it touches your brain, you're like, I must return.
Yeah, listen, like I'm okay. Like I was on like the beta for that. Like that's how old it's like. I think it's like 10 years old now, and it's still kind of going strong. But it's just like medieval fantasy creatures. It's like a tower control almost. Like you have two sides. It's a multiplayer thing.
Okay.
You have 3 towers that you summon creatures like goblins and archers and barbarians and fucking whack-a-mole bullshit, whatever.
I need to get more into the mobile gaming space. I don't know anything about
No, you don't. You don't
games.
really need to.
No?
No. I'm not even a mobile gamer. Like, the biggest mobile game that I've played in recent memory is probably, like, Flappy Bird.
Jeez.
But no. The reason I bring it up is because, like, they have, like, such a diverse set of, like, creatures and all that stuff. So I would be like, oh, what could this creature look like in this game? And I would take from patterns from that, and I would just make shit. And it kind of just evolved into like, okay, I don't want to just do this and then never touch them again. I want to continue to think about them for an extended period of time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I made really shitty videos for the longest time. And then now I make 2 high production value videos. And now, well, fuck me. I'm just kind of... I can't make more than 2 videos a year by myself, basically, because like everything takes so long.
Well, you say you make 2 high production videos a year, and I think that is a severe understatement. Because, like, looking specifically at one that I remember hearing about you talking about and you bringing up in conversations with us before, like when you were like, "Hey, I'm going to redo the Switch UI," it's like that's a huge undertaking. That's not just like, you know, hey, I drew 6 Pokemon and I'll get it out in 6 months. You know, that's like, I'm going to learn coding.
Oh God. Funnily enough, right before we hopped on, I was fixing up some code for something that I am hoping comes out in the next few weeks. Ooh. I'm not going to say what it is. You know what it is, Stern, actually.
I do know what it is.
You do know what it is.
I'll say it right now.
Nope.
Here I go.
Not yet. I know how fast you, like, turn over these things. You're probably going to get this out, like, tomorrow.
It's planned for Monday.
Oh, my fucking God. It's Thursday, for the record. Thursday the 30th.
Just so everyone's aware.
Yeah. It's 1 in the afternoon where I am.
Yeah, it's 10 a.m. here. This is how I started my day.
Christ.
I started my day.
I envy that.
I said I want to talk to Toxie and I want to drink a Monster, and I want both of those to be the first things that enter my body. Jesus.
Oh, you're going to be cracked out the wazoo.
Well, like, that's part of the thing, right? It's like, Stern is so fast. How is he so fast? And the secret is the guy wakes up and has an energy drink prior to getting out of bed.
At that point, I might as well start doing that, because I wake up at probably 7 a.m. and then I work until 1 a.m. So that's basically my day, and I'm pretty sluggish throughout the day as well. And I don't touch energy drinks. Really? So
I'm more taurine than man at this point.
Oh, well, good on you.
Yeah. My pee is any color, you know.
Jesus.
Throw a color out there. It's been.
Fair enough.
Oh my God, plaid? Weird.
It's like have you seen like chowder?
Yes, it's like that.
You know, like it's like, yeah, just the textures in there.
Yeah, it's just a background texture constantly sliding over.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you bring up the idea of like, oh, I drew my friends as Pokemon and stuff. I imagine you just looking at your friends playing at recess and whispering to yourself like, I must categorize you.
No, this was actually during a time where recess just didn't happen. I outgrew recess. Like, my entire school system was just like, no more recess for you guys. And I'm just like, okay, that's fine.
I just watched the movie Recess School's Out from like 2005. And exactly what you're explaining is the plan of the villain.
That's hilarious.
Is we're going to remove recess entirely.
Well, like again, like where I'm at, recess just as a concept stops when you enter like middle school.
Oh yeah.
So, so and like this all happened in middle school. I feel because full disclosure, I started my channel. I'm 22, been 7 years, going on 8.
So you were
I started
9
when I was like 14.
Oh.
No. Wow. I started when I was like 14.
Right on.
So,
man,
I made really shitty gameplay videos. They're now privated. I made moveset mods, which was like is like Smash Bros. That was like the first big thing that I did, I would say, which is just like, oh, we got characters like Toon Link in Smash Bros. Smash 4 was the most recent one at the time. And I was like, why the hell doesn't Toon Link use X or Y or Z and is just young Link or small Link or whatever it is, just with different frame data? Like, you could absolutely do a bunch of cool stuff with him. And then that bled into Mario, and then I just kind of took a break. And then I redid the series, I believe a few years later. And the production value is a little bit better on them. I still hate them. I'm probably going to unlist them at a certain point.
So if you're listening, watch those now.
Nah. You're what's going to happen is if you watch them now, you're going to get an earful of prepubescent, actually current like in the process of puberty. Pubescent, I guess, is the term.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Yeah, and also during that time, that was like peak Logan Paul, Rice Gum.
Oh man.
Fucking, like early current Mr. Beast, like, you know, like when he started to do all those like challenges and
it
all
was
that
the
such.
days of like, so, what may the internet become?
Right. But what I'm getting at is that it was, and like also this was like, I know Ron said this, it was like there's different like ages in PokeTubing. I think this was like Silver Age. So this is like Gen 7. So a majority of the majority of the people making Pokemon content were just like they all started their videos, and the reason I said like Logan Paul, Rice Gum, so on and so forth, is that they all started their videos with like an intro, not like an intro motion graphic, like an intro catchphrase. And so I thought I was really clever in doing the same thing, and let's just say I still get ridiculed by my friends and family to this day because of it.
Give me your best recreation of what your intro was.
I'm not going to do that.
Please.
I'm gonna type it out for you.
What is your PayPal?
Because I'm not gonna. You said here that has my name on it, or I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Like I will say, what amount of money can I send to get you to do it? You gonna type it out for me?
I'm just typing it out, yeah.
Let me take a look-see here. Oh my god!
It's such a mouthful. I already stutter.
I got 3 syllables in, and I have not read the rest.
It's like it's 10 syllables.
Can I read it out?
You could do whatever the hell you want. This is your own podcast.
Okay.
I'm just hella embarrassed to do it as, you know, a grown ass man.
Toxie won't say it, but this is the message that he sent
keep in
to
mind,
me. Go ahead.
When did I retire? This was like, I retired in like 2019. I was like 16, 17 years old or something like that.
At the point where you're like,
at which point I thought I was like, damn.
At the point that you're like, I started my
I'm
channel.
better than this.
I started my channel at 14. This is not anything that I've heard any 14-year-old ever say. This is a
I
brand
watched
new
Madagascar
sentence.
3, and then I'm just like, damn, that Marty the zebra guy is so cool. He said that in the movie.
Yeah, and I'm going to say it now forever in all my videos.
Go ahead.
This is what it says.
Sure, dude, take it.
Talk
Please
Zero,
take it off my hand.
And I'm going to say it as straight
I'm gonna
as I
take
can.
off my headphones for this actually, because I'm gonna like you know when you eat like a sour candy and your face puckers.
Yeah, you're like
That's what's gonna happen with my entire face.
I need to physically be elsewhere right now. Is what.
Yeah, I'm just gonna take them off for like a few seconds.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you a second.
Just let me know when you're ready.
Yeah. Toxie wrote to me, "What's crack-a-lackin' Toxie crew? My name is Toxiquid and ... And there's no amount.
Yeah.
There's no amount of recovery for like. Listen.
I know.
Oh man.
Yeah, it's a mouthful, isn't it?
So I think that brings us to a question that I have here. You started your
Hey,
channel
man.
7 years ago. Oof.
Yup.
What advice, and I feel like there's a lot given the sentence that I just read, what advice would you give to yourself back then on developing the channel, knowing what you know now, or developing as an artist across, because you're on a bunch of different platforms. What advice would you give to yourself creatively?
Okay. One, do not get onto social media at this age. Well, get onto it when you're like 18 at the very least.
When you have
You're
something
at
to
least
say.
a little less stupid. Yeah. Oh my God. If I had a nickel for every time I saw just the most head-ass take on Twitter.com, and then it turns out to be like, oh, a teenager wrote this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, yeah. I would have enough money to hire someone full time.
Well,
I'm not even like that's not even a joke. Genuinely, I do not respect any takes that teenagers have on the internet that isn't just common sense.
I wonder.
You know?
I wonder what the largest demographic of people who are listening to this are.
Dude, you know what? I don't give a shit. That's not my problem. You wanted me on here. You said, and I quote. You said, and I quote. Where is it? It's in. Come on.
I have it here. I said, "Hey, if you
Why
can promise."
just agree when you can participate?
I have it written here.
Well,
I said, "Toxie, if you can promise to not be racist, sexist, or bigoted for an hour, I'd love to have you on."
Well, I'm none of those things regardless.
I have messages here that I'm kidding.
I'm not bigoted. I'm not racist. I'm not sexist.
Okay.
So
And,
I like everyone and everything.
and weirdly enough, saying all that is like a special thing nowadays.
I know, it's weird.
It's like, I'm not racist, I'm not sexist, I'm not bigoted. A unicorn?
Yeah. Yeah, okay. Back to your question though.
Oh, for sure, yeah.
What would you do? What would you do?
What would you tell yourself?
What would I tell himself? Okay. 1, plan your shit. 2, you got to plan it in a way where if you want it out by a certain date, you need to start by a certain date. And you need to figure out an actionable set of things that you need to do in order to get it done. Because like, let's take, for instance, that Switch UI video that you mentioned before.
Yes, yeah.
What did that entail? 1, I needed to actually make the UI. So that comes with its own set of problems in and of itself. There's figuring out what it looks like. How do you program it? Do you need help from someone who programmed? And luckily I got a referral to someone named Justin. He was such a great help. He was the anchor for that project. Okay, so you code it, squash all the bugs. Do you want to make a public release? Yes, figure out how itch works. Then you have to actually produce the video. What does that look like? Script, record the audio, edit the audio, figure out what needs to be animated. Okay, how are you going to animate it? Are you going to use your rig? Are you going to do it by hand? The answer should always be by using your rig, because that is infinitely easier by animating by hand. Okay, what about sound design? Oh my God. you hate sound design. How are you going to tackle like I could go on and on and on and on. Like, you can't just go into these things all willy-nilly, just say, oh yeah, you know what, I'm going to make this video about so-and-so and this is how I'm going to do it. And like, you got to break it down. In addition, don't work on more than 2 projects at once. I am still recovering from this. I am currently working on 8. So I tell everyone, just like, hey, don't burn yourself out. Don't work on too much stuff at once. All while I'm spinning my wheels working on this next video, and then my big statistics project that I've been teasing on social media for the longest time. I've been working on T1R. I've been working on fucking the Smash Bros video, like who should be in Smash Bros next. I'm completely reworking that one. I want to do another animated Nuzlocke video. I want to do this and that. Like, there's so many things that I could be doing. Here's one that I'm really a fan of that I want to like kind of fast track production. I want to make a Zelda game, like a Zelda game pitch, but it's structured narratively in a way. It's just like, it's a D&D one shot. Ooh. So like my character would be like the DM, and then I would get some people on that would be, their characters would be like Link and Zelda and Ganon or whoever I choose to be in there. Like, I've written around like 12,000 words for this already.
It's more words than I know.
Let me see where I'm at, because it's been a little bit. I am at the first dungeon.
Jeez. I think that is like evident of how much effort goes into this stuff. Because like, I feel like so many people we hear, and I brought it up before in videos, like you talk to a lot of like, you know, younger kids, and they say like, oh, I want to be a YouTuber. I want to be a influencer. And it's like, if you ask like why, it's usually because I don't like school and I don't like research and I don't like learning. It's like,
that.
Dude, you're gonna do so much more of that than you've ever imagined.
Here's the thing. Okay, so I am very much a creative person. I am not a business person. I'm forced to be a business person. I'm forced to learn stuff like SEO and how psychology works and what I should keep versus what I should take out of videos in order for them to do well. What about thumbnail science? What about fucking retention? Oh my God, retention is the biggest thing.
Yes.
And I've done so much research on the inner workings of this platform that I am so specialized of a worker that I should just do YouTube full time, and yet I'm not. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Because I don't care enough.
Well,
I don't want to.
I know that like when I first started on YouTube, it was like you'd upload a video, and maybe you felt the same way. And it's like, oh, I can go into studio and I can see the analytics, and you're like, wonderful. I don't know what any of this does to help me.
Yep.
And then like time passes, and it's like, this is the most useful thing on my phone. For looking at my video.
Absolutely.
Because you have to learn how it works. You have to be not just a creative person, not just an artist, not just a filmmaker, not just a writer, but you have to also be, on the other side, like you said, a business and marketing person.
And in addition, people want to be YouTubers just to do something like fun, which is, you know what?
Admirable.
If you do it as a hobby, if you want to do it as a hobby, absolutely. Do it with friends. Make it something that you do with friends, but don't make it so that that's the only reason you guys hang out. That's a terrible idea.
Oh, absolutely.
Also, at the same time, there are things you have to figure out about yourself that sometimes you just don't want to do. Like I just said when I was going through the process of making that UI video, like I absolutely hate sound design, so I drag my feet on it. Mm-hmm. And that makes things take a little bit longer. Mm-hmm. Animation, there's so much animation. That takes a lot of time. Okay, if I didn't animate, things would go quicker. But I know at the same time that it'll also look worse and feel not like a video that I would make, because I've kind of boxed myself into that corner with the audience that I have now. Like, I can't just suddenly go live action, nor do I want to.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm just like, how do I expedite things? How do I make things simpler? Which led me to rigged cutout animation. And I learned, like, oh my God, I love this. I love rigged animation. I love making rigs. I love doing this and that. And now animation's a lot more tolerable for me.
Oh, for sure.
And not to say that it wasn't before. I'm just saying it's like it was definitely a little cumbersome because I actually used to animate in Photoshop. So
you're a terrible nightmare person.
I am. Listen, maximum effort, maximum result. I gave it maximum effort. There was not a maximum result.
No.
No.
Well, that's why I switched to Facecam, because I thought the same thing. I was like, okay, I need something further than just I'm going to come up here and I'm going to draw. And I say that to anyone who's like, I want to do a drawing channel. You need something further than that. That doesn't always bring people in. You need it's as much as it sounds like it's like the science for 4-year-olds. You need something moving on the screen. You need something. So for me, at least, it was like, I don't want to animate all of this. I don't want to go through all that. I'd rather just film myself talking and then jump into the video. Because, you and I, we have the same issue, but we found 2 different solutions for it.
Exactly. There is no one solution, despite what many YouTube gurus make you think. Because guess what? 99 of them are a scam. Yeah. I'm not even going to lie to you. I personally find zero value out of going to these free YouTube gurus on the internet for advice. What you should do is, again, like if you do it with your friends, look at the analytics, see what you guys are doing right, see what you guys are not, and actually like think critically about what is actually going on. Just like, oh, you notice that people are leaving at that last minute of the video? Why is that? Oh, it's because you already wrapped up the topic of the video. The click is confirmed. You already delivered on that promise, and now there's nothing new because you didn't set up anything else. You're just thanking people or doing this and that. So of course they're not going to stay. They're just going to click off. They've seen whatever they wanted to. They don't care about these other people who gave a few bucks on like Patreon or whatever.
Well, it's like the whole thing of like, hey, think of every YouTuber you've ever seen. How many of them do the ad read in the last minute? None. Right. Because the ad people, they know that no one's, the people who it's their job and they are paid a lot more than we are to study and analyze this are like, dude, no one's sticking around for that last minute. If they look and hear an ad, look at the little red line and say, oh, there's a minute left of the video. It's all ad. It doesn't work. It doesn't happen. One of the best things that I remember learning was, and it was very instrumental in kind of how I do things, and I'm sure a lot of people do it this way without having to hear it verbally said, was after MatPat left YouTube, kind of left his channel, and he's come back a dozen times, he did like a, hey, here's everything that we learned in my time here type of video. And one thing he said was, every video was a test. And absolutely, I love that thought process because it almost gives you permission to try and change something. Obviously, you don't want to alienate your audience by doing something drastically different. But, hey, I look and it's like I upload my videos at what for me is 1 p.m. That is a weird time. That's a weird time. But it's the time that's most consistent with people watching my videos. And I know that at 3 p.m., I'm going to get another bump in views because I live on the West Coast, so my videos drop at 1 for me, 3 and 4 p.m. for everyone else, which is when people are getting out of school, are leaving work, are doing things like that. So, you look at that, you look at the analytics, you run some tests, and I think YouTube's A/B thumbnail format has been really helpful with that.
Oh, yeah. I love it.
Because I think we used to do the same thing, but it was manual, and you had to do the math yourself. But now,
God, I hated doing that.
I never did it just because, again, I've only been doing YouTube for a year and a half. So I never did it because I was like, it's not worth it to me. I'd rather just put this out.
That's completely fair.
But yeah, I think the ability to test and utilize the vague understanding of the algorithm that we have is monumental. And again, for me, that hearing that of like, we are constantly testing was almost permission to do that and to say like, oh, so the big guys do this, so it's okay for me to.
Right. But at the same time, you can't just be like,
we're changing format every week.
Yeah. There's a reason that only like a few thousand people are over 1 million subs in the US, despite there being probably closer to 10,000, 15,000 channels just here. It's because like for lack of a better term, they actually know what they're doing.
Yeah. And well, there's this strict line between making YouTube for fun, which is perfectly viable, perfectly admirable.
Yep. That's what I do, for the record.
And then going in and saying, I need to treat this like a business, like an entertainment process, and doing this. And I feel like, you say that you do it for fun, but I feel like you lie pretty well in the middle on that, because you're good at marketing your stuff. You're good at seeing what's going to be the kind of what people are going to be talking about, what people are going to be interested in, and utilizing that. I mean, Smash Bros. People love Smash Bros. You've got a ton of Smash Bros. Content. I mean, I'm sure you have other hyperfixations that no one's interested in, and so you're like, well, it's not going to be on the video.
It's so sad because I love Pokemon. I really do. But consistently, Pokemon stuff has just not done well on the channel. Maybe I just haven't found my niche. Maybe I hadn't just found what makes me stand out for that. And like, obviously, there has been a success in the Pokemon Badges video, and that was because that's not really a niche that anyone has really touched on yet to great success. And I'm very happy with that, because another thing I could talk about this for days and days and days. It's just everyone and everything is a little too similar now on YouTube. Like you've probably heard the term Mr. Beastification.
Yes.
Yep. It's not just that. People will look to the top echelon of their niche, whether that's like commentary or a specific game genre or a specific game period, and so on and so forth, and try and emulate that and try and pull from that to see how well they can copy that sort of success, kind of riding their coattails and try and get success from that rather than doing their own thing, for lack of a better term.
Well, it's almost like you think of like DVD bootlegging. Grandma goes and she's like, my kid loves that rat movie where he learns to cook. What's it? And
Ratatouille.
Ratatouille, and you see people doing that type of thing, where it's like, if I make it look like this, people might think it's a Mr. Beast video. They might think it's this or that, and so they'll click it. And by the time that they realize that's not what it is, I've already got them hooked, baby.
And even then, it's such a what is it? It's such a folly. It's a fool's errand, because there's literally one of two ways it goes. It's either, oh, you know what? Congratulations, there's more Mr. Beast or something like that. Congratulations, you did it. Hooray, hurrah, you got a new follower. Or they're just not even going to give you the time of day anymore, period, because they've already associated you with, oh, that guy's a clone of Mr. Beast.
Why watch the clone when we have, we got Mr. Beast at home.
It's literally just at home, yeah. Literally.
I just
it's so. That's why I hate just like these, for lack of a better term, just like copycat channels. And like, for instance, here's a good example. Scott the Woz got really popular in like the late 2010s, early 2020s. And then you saw an explosion of people who are trying to be like Scott the Woz after that. And even then, you could extend this to like mainstream media as well. I work primarily in the animation space. So, and there's a bunch of trends that go on there. Like, for instance,
the CalArt style, I know, is something people have been
not
talking
even
about for
that.
years. Oh,
so,
really?
for instance, 2017, Rick and Morty premiered. And then immediately after it became like a smash hit success, you saw a bunch of other witty space sci-fi shows with a jaded older character and a optimistic younger character. You saw a bunch of them. And now it's the same case with something like Smiling Friends.
Yes.
They want the next Smiling Friends. They want the next Rick and Morty. They want a chase. Like you've also seen it with like Spider-Verse. They saw that Spider-Verse was a huge success. So now they're doing more interesting stuff with the animation. You saw that with Puss in Boots.
Yeah.
You saw it with Wild Robot. You saw it with, hell, you could even see it with like Trolls, like the newer Trolls movies,
where it's like a
really
more experimental type of animation style.
Exactly.
But it's not experimental. It's a proven success. And now
see, you get it. You absolutely get it. So it's not a case of like, oh, let's try something new. It's just like you said, it's a proven success.
Yeah.
So,
well, and I think it's I think
Nuzlocking. That's also a huge thing. Oh
for
my
sure.
God. Jaden Animations made their Nuzlocke back in like 2018, 2019. Exploded in popularity. I already watched Nuzlocks before then. I watched folks like Tyranitar Tube. That was my goat way back when. I haven't really been keeping up with this stuff, but what else is there? A-Drive.
Well, and I want to say this.
Game Boy Luke.
I want to say this before we get too far from it. I feel like when you do things like that, where it's like, kind of like we said, the Mr. Beastification and the taking advantage of the proven success of this experimental style type stuff, when you have YouTubers who are taking that into account and doing the same type of thing, it's almost like this genie's lamp, monkey's paw type of situation. You know, I'm going to make a
Right.
Mr. Beast-esque video, for example, and this is how I'm going to launch my channel and do this. Oh my gosh, I got a ton of views. Well, now that's who you are. That's what you do. That's what you're trying.
Exactly.
Well, I want to break out and do something different. Too bad. This is what you do now.
I disagree with that.
Do you?
I do.
I'm gonna mute
But you have to be smart about it because you can gradually shift away from something and then have like little half steps going from like, instead of just going straight from A to B, you have A.1, A.2, A.3, A point B, A point B, B, B.
Go on.
So like that's it. It's just like you can have a gradual shift over a longer period of time, but like when looking on the macro, it seems like, oh yeah, you did pivot from X to Y, and so on and so forth, and you still have widespread success. You see that a lot with like people who did like exclusively like horror, and then they kind of branched out from, like, for instance, it was just like, oh yeah, here's Five Nights at Freddy's. We're only doing Five Nights at Freddy's. Now we're going to do something else, like this game, and then that game, and then that game, and then that game, and then, oh, now I'm just a general horror guy.
Well, I feel like what I'm saying with it is the idea of, you know, oh, you can do a slow pivot turn to make something that you are more happy with and make your channel something like that. But I feel like the people who say, like, I'm going to copy this other channel, they don't want to do that. It's like, well, how can I mimic the success of this video that was a mimic of someone else's stuff, but with my own stuff? Oh, well, it's going to take a year, move into a new area that you're happier with. And it's like, for them, it feels like, oh, a year's too long. You know, I don't know. I don't know. But I know, like, the Five Nights at Freddy's thing, for me, that was a big deal. Because when I first started, I was doing Five Nights at Freddy's as Pokemon. There are a million characters within Five Nights at Freddy's. And I think I did like 8 videos because they kept doing well. and I moved
absolutely.
away from it. I was like, I don't want to be just this thing. I don't want to be trapped here. And
absolutely,
I did see the negative impact of that. Like with followers, subscribers, and view. Like I saw the negative impact of that. But it's like, you got to keep on trucking, Buster, type of mentality.
And that's why I absolutely kind of hate the current state of YouTube, because it heavily discourages experimentation in the sense that you're describing. It's either you fit yourself into this hyper-specific niche or you just don't get widespread success.
Yes.
There are channels that absolutely transcend that, but they basically made their own niche as is, you know? Like, for instance, like the biggest example I could give is game theory. Because you could say, like, again, like FNAF, that's their
bread
cash
and butter,
cow.
Yeah.
Bread and butter. It's great, but at the same time, how do you garner any other success from other videos that isn't Five Nights at Freddy's? Well, they figured it out because they kind of pioneered that theorist format, and obviously it's worked so well that they now have it in 4 different verticals.
Yes.
So they made their own style.
They did.
And that's what I encourage people to do through the lens of something familiar.
Well, I think, they created their own, they created a template and said, we can just redo this template on whatever we like, fashion, food, etc.
Absolutely.
But making that template, I don't think anyone's going to say was easy.
Oh, no. It never is.
You have to build it. You have to build it, and you have to get people to follow through.
If anyone says it's easy, they are a fucking liar. Mm-hmm. They are lying straight through their teeth, and I wanna actually beat the shit out of them. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Looks at my channel of like working on a video that's going out tomorrow.
Yeah. No, I kid. But
I will find you.
Yeah, I know where you live.
Yeah. That brings us to a question that I ask every time that we have someone on the channel, which is, what is your home address? No one has answered yet, but I'm hoping eventually, just to make friends that I can hang out with.
I'm so conflicted because I could just say like up your bum and around the corner. I'm so tempted to just do that, but
instead you lampshade it. You say, I wanted to say this.
I wanted to do that, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, I'm too wholesome.
I do that too, and it's terrible. I do that to my wife very often, where I'm like, here's what I wanted to say, but I didn't say it. And somehow she still gets upset. And I'm like, no, I didn't say it, though. I just thought it.
No, I didn't say it. I just thought it, even though you just said it.
It's like, you just said it. It's like, I know, but I didn't say it in the context. I said it. That was an aside to the audience.
I'm not going to give you my address.
It's okay.
You're a little too far from me. I mean, I was just in California. We could have hung out, but you decided, no, I'm too far away.
I was like, I don't want to drive 4 hours to get. Yeah. That's on me. So
that's your own damn fault.
I know. And you were like, hey, I'm in California. What should I do? Where should I, what's et cetera? And I thought I should tell him like, oh, hey, let's meet up and have lunch. I was like, I don't want to drive 4 hours.
Well, that's your own damn fault.
No, I know. I feel bad about it. Because now I have to drive, 30 some odd hours to see you guys. And, it's a bummer being on the West Coast.
Yeah.
Because all of you guys, like you and Ron and, all the other guys out there are all on the East Coast, which I'm still far away from one another. But I'm like, oh, man, all my friends. And then my D&D groups in Central America. No, they're in the middle United States.
Okay.
So I'm out
Central
here.
U.S.
Yeah, I'm out here. It's terrible. Like I was.
That's fair.
I brought this up, I think, to Ron, where I was talking to Lava Tyrant, who's another YouTuber, and we're like, "Hey, let's record at this time," and we're trying to figure out like, do we live in the same space? And I was like, "No, he lives across the country," and our time was like perfect. He lives across the world, And it's like, oh, we're exactly 12 hours apart. That's what the issue is, where it's like, let's meet at like 7. 7 it is. And it's like, 7, right? Yeah, 7. Exactly 12 hours apart. Like, it worked out, but it was still awesome. Weird to be like, are we meeting at the same time? Is this how time zones
work? That is like serendipitous.
Yeah. Big word.
Yeah, I know lots of words.
Almost as many syllables as what's crack-a-la...
Don't
It's a callback. Rules. Listen, that's rule of 3. I have to do it one more time.
I know. I'm gonna just spontaneously combust.
This is your trigger word.
Kaboom! Nah.
So I want to ask this because I know you've talked about like, oh, there's the business side and it's a bummer, and then there's the fun side. So where do your ideas come from? Are you a person who looks at the algorithm and is like, this will hit?
No.
Or are you a person who's like, I want to do this and no one's gonna stop me?
Yeah, I'm that one. Cause like here, I could just like say some ideas that I want to make into videos that I'm either not going to or is going to take a really long time.
I'll make them first. Go ahead. I have my pen ready.
Okay. What if every state could be a Pokemon region? It would be like a series of shorts going through just like, oh, here's every starter. Here's what it could be. Like here's here's a regional rodent and some alternate forms and this and that, highlight each state's individualness and like make some stuff from there in the span of like 90 seconds.
I saw someone do something like that, and they hit New York, and their starters were a cockroach, a pigeon, and a rat. And I was like,
"Yeah, so
this feels vaguely rude."
I know exactly who you're talking about. Their name is Bromo Jumbo.
Yes, I love Bromo.
Yep, Bromo Jumbo, and admittedly, I did get the idea from them, and I would love to expand it, but also at the same time, I don't want to do it off of the pretense that this is also their project as well. And I just don't know how I could expand it from there. And that's what I was thinking. I was just like, oh, do it shorts, do more than just starters. And even then, like, I'm just like, the little bit of je ne sais quoi isn't there. What else is there? An animated Wind Waker randomizer.
Go off, King.
Yep, I love Wind Waker. I want to do a randomizer of it, but how would I convey that into like a cartoon?
So you want to do like a full animated project?
Oh yeah,
which is absolutely what you do. I mean, it sounds insane, but it's also what you do.
Here's something. How would a good Superman game look like? Completely different. Kind of like same vein as, Insomniac Spider-Man. How could you do something like that? How could you feel like Spider-Man? Not Spider-Man, Superman. Sonic Movie 4 pitch. Yep.
You have a limited time to get that one out.
I know. But here's the thing. We already know what it's going to be about. And I had the idea before Sonic 3 came out last year. And it's so weird to think about now, but I wanted it to be Sonic Forces. I don't even like Sonic Forces, but it's kind of cool to like think about, because like you have Infinite, whose like whole thing is like mental manipulation or something like that, or like can make clones of people that Sonic's already seen and like make them evil and so on and so forth. Like in the game, there's like Shadow and Chaos and Zavok and Metal and so on and so forth. And it was implied that at the end of movie 2, and especially in movie 3, that Eggman's dead. So like, what if he came back, not in person, but like as like an infinite conjuration, like just like as like a little trick of the light, and like Infinite is that main villain, and then Metal Sonic. There was a bunch of Metal Sonics at the end credits, like the credit scene of Sonic 3. How would that work? Like, oh, there's not more than one Metal Sonic in canon.
Unless
maybe it's because of Infinite.
Yeah.
So like there's like a bunch of things, but at the same time, it's just like, oh, that would mean like what would Amy have to do with it now? What would Shadow have to do with it now? Would they be on the hero side? Would they be on the villain side? Would it be another infinite thing? Like it's like there's so many different.
It feels like an Infinity War type of setup where it's like, hey, all of our enemies and friends, we have to team up, against this. And it reminds me of, I think it brings up this, which was, I think, the first conversation that you and I had outside of the group Discord, which was I brought up something about Sonic, and then you and I went on like a 2-hour conversation privately about Sonic lore, because I was doing a Sonic video and I was like, I don't know a ton about. We went on that, and I think immediately after that call, I got my first message from you. Hey, just remembered something about our Sonic conversation.
this and that. What was that? Let me look back up.
It was, hey, just remembered something about our Sonic conversation. Amy in the movie has her modern design, which is something that her design in Sonic CD didn't have. These two designs are starkly different, in my opinion. And I'm now realizing you were pitching me this idea that you're going off of right now.
Was it actually?
It wasn't this, but it was like, here's what I think they're gonna do in the next game, and here's why, and here's the lore, and here's what in the games where that comes in. And I was like, dude, I don't know anything about Sonic, but I am intrigued.
Yeah, it looks like they're doing Sonic CD, which is interesting because they're going back in the canonical timeline, because they went from Sonic 1 to Sonic 2, and then they skipped CD, skipped 3D Blast, Adventure 1. They went straight into Adventure 2, and then by doing CD, they're kind of just going back and back and back. Alternatively, they could be doing something like Sonic Heroes, which does take place after Sonic Adventure 2. I'm thinking it's going to be something like that, especially if Metal is going to be the main villain, because Metal's the main villain of Heroes. So I think that would be kind of cool, but at the same time, I'm just kind of like, I need to see a little bit more, you know what I mean?
Well, I think it's also like the entertainment industry and how they're working on it is like, hey, if they're like, hey, Sonic 4, we're introducing no characters that you haven't seen already. It's kind of like an almost like, oh, then who cares from the modern audience who just knows the movies? They're like, we want to see new characters, and I think that's why they jumped games between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, was because they're like, listen, we have to bring in Shadow, and then they're like, oh, we have to bring 100%. In Amy, we have to bring in Metal Sonic, we have to bring in these. They can't survive off of, hey, here's the characters we've already introduced, and this adventure is only them.
Right. No, they can't do that. No, unfortunately,
they can't. They've got to bring in what's his name? Watery Blue. They got to bring in Chaos or something.
Chaos. Yeah.
Something.
I don't know. Even then, like, Chaos would be a little too late now, because Chaos was the villain of Sonic Adventure 1.
Right.
And Shadow was the main guy for Sonic Adventure 2. It's like a drastic oversimplification, but
obviously that doesn't matter to the entertainment industry. They're like, we will need to bring in a new character. It matters to an extent, I'll say that.
Yeah.
But they're also like, we have our own set of rules.
Right, but it's also very clear that they really like the Sonic canon, and they don't want to fuck with the Sonic fans.
No.
Because ooh, don't do that.
So, like, I'll say this, like, my nephew, we had a Halloween party, and he came as Sonic, and we had hot dogs and chili dogs, and he's 6, so he's a little kid. His palate,
I'm 22, and I dressed as Sonic last year.
Well, his palate is very limited, but we had, he's like, I want chicken nuggets, I want hot dog pizza. Fine.
Oh, I see.
But we had hot dogs at the party, and we had chili, and he was like, I want a chili dog. And we're like, you're not going to like it. You're not going to want it. He's like, fully dressed as Sonic, I need a chili dog. And it was like, okay, we gave it to him. And he ate the whole thing, because that day, he was not him. He was Sonic. And Sonic eats chili dogs.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's like a kid who's dressed as the Ninja Turtles who like hates pizza and is like scarfing down and is like I hating it the whole time, but they're like, I have to be in character.
Yeah.
So, it was an intense day.
Yeah. What else? What other videos was I thinking about doing? Who else should come to Marvel Rivals? I can't do that video now. The game is like just done in terms of like public relevance.
Well, you can't do it now, but give me your top 3 who you think should be.
Oh, I already had like all of it done, like all the research done. I could just give you all of that shit now. Where is it? It's
There's a portion of the podcast where we just play a video that's never coming out.
Yeah. Well, no, see, like I had all the research and I had all the stuff done for it. I just needed to make the video itself. I made 3 characters, 1 for each class. There's DPS, there's tank, and there's healing. The DPS would have been Ghost Rider.
Interesting. Okay.
Yep. He would start off the bike and then he would summon in the bike as like a stance change sort of character.
Yeah. Kind of like Hulk.
Yeah, pretty much. And he would have to be like the fastest character just off of principle.
Okay.
Yeah, and like, his passive would be Soul Reap, and every enemy you kill, you get some health back. It's just like vampirism. Mm-hmm. What do you use to attack? Oh, you have just a big chain link. Just like a big like a chain, like a
We're aware.
Like a metal
We're aware of what
chain.
chains are. Yeah.
Yep. And then
imagine
also
several
shotgun.
circles of metal linked together. Yeah, no, I get it.
Yep. Team ups with Wolverine.
Oh, that's an interesting one.
Mm-hmm. And then the Vanguard was actually someone I was very interested in adapting. Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. Mm-hmm. All right, would you do it from the animated series that's been out, which is a very different?
Absolutely.
You'd be like
that would be my main inspiration, but I would also I also
style
did pull
to
from
hell.
The comics.
We're gonna go with this look.
Absolutely. I feel like her and like Luna Snow would get along.
Yeah.
Or like especially like she would get along with Storm and Black Panther and all these sorts of like other black characters. Mm-hmm.
Like Luna Snow.
Yeah, like no. I don't think I may be wrong. I don't know anything about Luna Snow.
She's a character as a comic book person. As far as I understand, she was a weird addition to the roster because I think her comics came out in like 2018. Like she's not a classic character.
I thought she was like K-pop, so like Korean. I don't know. I could just be talking out of my ass. I don't know anything. I don't know shit about fuck when it comes to this sort of
Listen
stuff.
up, buddy. I don't know anything about Korea.
Yeah. What else is there? There support is Doc Ock.
I like that.
Tech-based support, higher HP, mainly like a shields guy. He would give you a lot of shields instead of like health back.
Okay.
Super mobile, yada, yada, yada.
I like it.
Those are the characters. So it was supposed to be a smaller video. Nope. Didn't do that.
Gone. To the wind. Mm-hmm. To the wind. We can't have those toxic people in here.
Yeah. I also wanted to do something like, could Zelda work as a TV show? But at the same time, I'm just like, oh, yeah, they already did that in like the 80s. And they were supposed to do that with the Netflix show.
Is that done? Is that not happening?
Oh, yeah, no, it's completely gone.
Really?
Yeah. Because someone leaked it, they got cold feet.
Oh, that's sad.
So that's why they're doing the movie.
Oh, okay, that's fine. I thought it was like just wiped out of entertainment of like Netflix, and it was just gone forever. We're never going to see anything Zelda or Link in any media other than video games. But that's fair.
Mm-hmm. What else is there? There's Pokemon Legends Crater, basically just Paldean Pokemon Legends. You spend all your time in Area Zero. So did you like Paldea? Kind of, sort of. I like the vibe of it, but there was like too much stuff that I can't just like, I can't say I'm the biggest fan of Paldea. It was too many things going. Like I feel like, hey, open world, like because even Galar, it was open world to an extent. I feel like Paldea's open world mechanic, it was too much for me to handle. I didn't finish the game. It was too much for me to handle. Really? Yeah. Fair enough.
Too many options and like, oh, just go find somebody and fight them. I was like, I'd like it to be a little bit more linear. Mm-hmm. I don't know. It was weird. But I have one question for you.
Answer.
That I ask at the end of every time that I do one of these interviews. Because I feel like...
are we at the end here?
Yeah, dude. It's been like an hour and 5 minutes.
Shit.
Well, now I feel bad.
No. I just like... Time flew.
Wait, you know what they say? Time flies when you're crack-a-lackin'. Just sound of explosion in the distance.
Kaboom.
No, my question is this, and it's a specialized question.
Hit me.
When someone's looking at you, looking at your like all the stuff you've created, all the stuff you've made, your channel, your projects, your UI, all of this, and they say, how do I follow in your footsteps? What advice do you give them? Now, I have rolled, as we were talking, a D20 over here. So you have 8 words or less to give your answer. And then you may explain your answer. But the title of that, like, you have 8 words to get out the main conceit of that idea. Someone's looking at you, looking at your channel, looking at everything that you've created, and they say, I want to fit those shoes. Go ahead.
Don't do it. Do something better instead.
All right. With one word to spare.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Do something better instead. Can you explain? What do you mean by that?
Yeah. So I feel like if you listen to the end of this, you probably have heard my thoughts and about just like you shouldn't just do something exactly like someone else just for the sake of doing it like them. You should absolutely do what you want to do with your voice, with your own thoughts, and so on and so forth. There's no reason. There's no reason to have another Toxiquid.
God, no.
Like, God, we don't need another rage baiter. But no, because here's the thing: if everybody thought the same and did the same stuff, we wouldn't be people. We would be ants. I don't want to be an ant.
Okay.
So it's a case of what do you have to say?
Right.
Say what you have to say instead of saying like, oh, because so-and-so did this and I want to do something like that, so I'm just going to do kind of the same thing. That's how I interpreted that question.
Mm-hmm. Right. It's kind of like the why be the next Toxiquid when you can be the first whatever it is that you're bringing.
Exactly. Figure out what you want to do and then do it to your fullest extent.
Yeah. Well, I feel like you're kind of one of the epitomes of that because like you said, or it's like, oh, hey, tell me about your channel. And you're like, the channel is the smallest part of what I do.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, yeah, because no one has a singular passion.
Oh, of course.
And you are a person who chases it.
If somebody did have just one passion, I would be greatly concerned for that person.
Oh, there was a person who had a singular passion in history, and I'm pretty sure he started World War II. But, you know, like, but I think it's a joke, but it's the same type of thing.
What a fucking sequitur. Jesus. God damn.
Why be the next Hitler when you could be the first Toxiquid?
Jesus Christ, man.
What?
Don't compare me to that guy.
No, I'm not. I'm saying you're nothing like him. I'm putting you both in the same sentence and same breath.
Yeah.
To tell people.
We literally just talked about this like, hey, I'm not sexist, I'm not racist, I'm not a bigot.
Why do you keep sending me the winky emoji whenever you say that?
No.
Why? That's weird. I don't know what you're trying to convey here. I assume that the audience.
You know damn well that I don't use emojis. You know damn well that I don't. I use exclusively just like colon.
It's
what's it called? Parentheses.
Oh, emoticons.
Emoticons.
No, he sent me in Discord Star, winky face, the words winky face, and that's it. I'm assuming you were trying to italicize it and you forgot to put the other star at the end. But I don't know.
What are you on about? Why are you lying to people? You can't rage bait the rage baiter.
We started this by you. I don't know if it was in the beginning of the podcast or not, or prior to us recording. We were like, yeah, apparently people think I'm a rage baiter, but I'm not. Come to like 45 minutes in, you're like, I'm a rage baiter, baby. Who wants to be the next rage baiter?
See, here's the thing. That's called a character arc.
Character.
You had a full character arc.
Came all the way back.
Refusal of the call, meeting the mentor, coming back to the familiar world, acceptance of the new reality. There's something like that. That's called, it's the hero's journey, the Thesterninator.
Well,
I'll be the best rage baiter like no one ever was.
I want to put those side by side in a clip. Like, people say this about me and it's not true. Cut to, I will be the best rage baiter. Someone here's gone through a character arc, and it's not me. You're a static character. I'm the same at the end as I was at the beginning, like most of Disney's modern protagonists.
This is very true.
But
this is very true.
Hey, Toxic, thank you so much for being on here and talking and chilling. I'm hoping,
yeah, no problem, dog.
I know we could talk for hours, so I'm hoping that we're going to have another opportunity to do this.
Just call me anytime.
Oh, for sure, I will. I'll be like, hey, Toxic, I'm having a really sad day.
And then I'll come in and say, okay, so this is the Sonic lore. We first start with Ovi Kintelbor, the father of Sonic the Hedgehog. He got exposed to a Chaos Emerald, which is actually all the gross energy in the world. And then that turned him into Ivo Robotnik. And while the time he was like making eggs or some shit, so he looks like an egg now.
you say all this like, wouldn't this be crazy? But this is...
No, this is
the
true.
lore. This is the actual lore. And you're going to end it and be like, do you feel better, the Thesterninator? And I'm like, worse somehow. But
and then I just send like a GIF of like Sonic breakdancing.
This conversation is where it's like you talk stuff always like kind of like how evolution goes to crab. Everything kind of expands always into Sonic. If you want to learn more about it, I would look up the phrase Sonic inflation so that you can learn what this premise is.
See, you were just talking at the beginning there, just like, oh yeah, like my stuff gets more videos because, you know, children get out of school and shit, and then you're telling them to look up Sonic inflation. What the fuck is wrong with you?
It's the premise that all conversation eventually delineates into Sonic. You can expand so big before you come back around.
This is a horrible podcast.
To being sexy.
This is This is a horrible ending for a podcast.
And yet, it is. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you, Toxie, for hopping in. And we'll catch you on the next one.
I don't want to do this podcast anymore.
Comment, and subscribe. So that was me and Toxiquid having a little chit chat about everything under the sun, it feels like. I hope that you guys enjoyed. I want to thank our patrons for everything that they do for the channel. Their names are going to pop up right over here, as well as our YouTube members who do so much in allowing these conversations to take place. If you become a YouTube member right now, like these wonderful people over here, then you get to take part in these conversations by submitting your questions to some of the creators that we talk to. It's a ton of fun, plus you get videos early. As soon as they're finished, those uploads are sent directly to you guys through YouTube posts. And hey, if you want to grab some physical merchandise, we have a merch store. There's some great stuff there, whether that be Pokemon or horror related, lots of other cool goodies that I'm going to be dropping later this month. So it sounds like you know where to find me. I'm going to have Toxiquid stuff down below so you know where to find him too. And bye.